significant at 5% level of significance. Level of significance. So second note, if modulus t greater than t suffix 0.01, the difference is said to be said to be significant at level 1%, of or 1% level of significance. Okay, so these two notes are little bit important. At the end we needed to say whether it is 5% level or 1% level. So after this, let us move to the problems directly. I hope you all are understood about that formula, students t distribution formula, and the terms also. So if you are done with this, let us move to the problems. Finished?
Yes, sir.
So take the subheading problems. First one, find the students t for the following variable values in a sample of 8. So the values they given like this: -4, -2, -2, 0, 2, 2, 3, 3. Taking the mean of the universe to be 0. So find the students t for the following variable values in a sample of 8, and they given some values: -4, -2, -2, 0, 2, 2 and 3, 3, taking the mean of the universe to be 0. So that mean of the universe to be 0 means we needed to take the value of that mu as 0. So let us see one by one. Solution given mu is equal to 0. So here they given the value of universe to be 0, that mean of universe to be 0, that means the value of mu is 0. And here they given the value of n. What is the value of n? The count of that numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They only given directly. So the total count is 8. Therefore n is equal to 8. And we know that we should write the formula t is equal to x bar minus mu divided by s into square root of n, call it as equation number 1. Here already we know the value of mu, that is 0, n is 8. Now our aim is to find out the value of x bar and s. So what is x bar? In that formula only I am already said x bar is equal to sigma x divided by n. So what is sigma x here? The sum of the given numbers. Sum of the given numbers. So what they given? Minus 4, minus 2, minus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 3 whole divided by total count. Already you know the n is 8. You just substitute this to the calculator and you will get the value as 0.25. This is x bar. X bar is equal to 0.25. Did you all of you understood how to find out the value, how to find out x bar? Understood?
Yes, sir.
So now what is our aim? Our aim is to find out the value of s. So how to find out that s? I am already given that formula. So s is sample standard deviation. We know that a square is equal to. So let us take. After this, please all of you write from here. So now we need a square. S square is equal to, we need s, but we know the formula for s square, 1 divided by n minus 1 into sigma I is equal to 1 to n xi minus x bar whole square. This is the formula, correct? So s square is equal to 1 divided by n minus 1 andre 8 minus 1 aguttallappa. 8 minus 1, 8 minus 1 will be 7. I'll open a flower bracket. In that flower bracket, we have a summation. Summation symbol means sum of that numbers. So xi minus x bar whole square. What is xi? Xi means, we already said in the summation I is equal to 1 to n. I is equal to 1 to 8 we have. So x1 value will be minus 4. Therefore, minus 4 and minus x bar already we got as 0.25. 0.25 whole square. Plus again the next one, again xi what we have in the second term, minus 2 minus 0.25 whole square, again plus minus 2 minus 0.25 whole square, again plus 0 minus 0 minus 0.25 whole square, again plus, after 0 what we have, 2 minus 0.25 whole square, again plus the next one will be 2 minus 0.25 whole square, plus last two numbers are 3. Therefore 3 minus 0.25 whole square plus 3 minus 0.25 whole square. Okay na? So then close the flower bracket here, close the flower bracket. Then you need to find out the value of s. So then in the next step, s square is equal to 1 by 7 into flower bracket. So at the end you will get as 1 by 7 into, after this substitution, if you are substituting this to the calculator, you will get the value as 49.5. So 49.5 you will get. So when you will divide by 7, you will get as s square is equal to 7.07. We need the value of s. So s is equal to square root of 7.07. Then the value of s will be 2.66. So we got the value of x bar and s, and we know mu and n. Now we can substitute this to the equation number 1. After writing here, please write this step. So therefore equation 1 becomes t is equal to 0.25, that is x bar, minus mu value is 0, S value is 2.66 into square root of n is 8. Substitute this to the calculator, then you will get as t, that is 0.266. This is the value of the student's t distribution. Yes, understood the method, my dear students? Understood how to find out the value of t? Understood or no? If anybody needed the explanation for this problem, once again I'll explain, no problem. So in the starting, what they given that numbers, first we should take the formula, then we need to concentrate what is the value of mu and n, then we needed to find out x bar. That formula is summation x divided by n. Then substitute that summation x values, they already given -4, -4, -2, -2, 0, 2, 2 and 3 divided by 8, then you will get x bar value. For s, we needed to go with s square formula. S square is equal to 1 by n minus 1, sigma is equal to 1 to n xi minus x bar whole square. Substitute there, you will get s square, then take the square root, for that you will get the value of s. Substitute that x bar, mu, s and n to the formula, that means equation 1, then you will get the final value of t. So you will get one 10 mark problem on this method for your third internal assessment. Of course, if you have offline examination, 100% you will get one problem on this method also. So in the third module, we studied joint probability distribution, that's compulsory one, chi-square distribution, that's also compulsory one, and this is student's t distribution. It's also a very important one. Shall we move to the second one, my dear students? If you are done with this, let us move to the second one. If you have doubt, you just ask me right now. I don't know why you guys are not speaking. Always when I am asking about the doubt or any other thing, you are not going to respond. Finished? Shall we move to the second one? We don't have time.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Take the second one. Second one. 10 individuals are, I am dictating, my dear students, please all of you, you only just write. 10 individuals are chosen at random from a population, and their heights in inches are found to be in inches are found to be 63, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 70, 71 and 71. Full stop. Test the hypothesis that the mean height of the universe is 66 inches. In bracket they given t suffix 0.05 is equal to 2.262 for 9 df. 9 DF, digital frequency. Okay, now I am repeating the question. 10 individuals are chosen at random from a population and their heights in inches are found to be 63, 63, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 70, 71 and 71. Test the hypothesis that the mean height of the universe is 66 inches and in bracket they given t suffix 0.05 is equal to 2.262 for 9 df. So here from the data what they given, solution given. So what are the points given here? That is the universe, the mean height of the universe is 66 inches. That means mu is equal to 66. And the total number, how much number they given, how many? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Therefore n is equal to 10. Already we got the 2 points. So n is equal to 10 and mu is equal to 66. Now we should write the formula. We know that t is equal to x bar minus mu divided by s into root n. Call it as equation 1. Now let us find out one by one. We got the value of n and mu. We needed x bar and yes, x bar already you know how to find out that x bar is equal to summation x divided by n. So what is summation x? 63 plus 63 plus 66 plus 67, 68 plus 69 plus 70 plus 70, 71 plus 71. Whole divided by 10. So now you will get x bar value as x bar is equal to 67.8. You will get, please all of you verify with your calculators whether you are getting the same answer or not. Then by using the same given values we needed to find out s square. At the end we should check the hypothesis, whether it is less than. If it is less than, it will be accepted. If it is greater than this value, now only I am telling. So this value, if the t value is less than this value, the hypothesis is going to say it is accepted. If it is greater than 2.262, it is rejected. That's it. So that's why they are given to test the hypothesis. Did you all of you got the same x bar? All of you got the same value?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Then let us move to the s square. Then s square is equal to, now s square is equal to 1 divided by n minus 1 into summation xi minus x bar whole square, and here I is equal to 1 to n. So 1 divided by n minus 1 means 9 we will get. Open the flower bracket. xi is 63 minus x bar is 67.8 whole square. This is the first term. Second term also 63 minus 67.8 whole square. Third term is 66 minus 67.8 whole square. Fourth term will be 67 minus 67.8 whole square plus 68 minus 67.8 whole square plus 69 minus 67.8 whole square plus 70 minus 67.8 whole square plus 70 minus 67.8 whole square plus 71 minus 67.8 whole square plus last one 71 minus 67.8 whole square, and these values should be in the bracket because that will be multiplied with 1 by 7, sorry 1 by 9. Okay, now, so what you got? Anybody calculated this? One by 9 into that bracket, if you are substituting that to the calculator, so you will get as yes, what you got? Anyone? Anybody? Please tell me the solution. What you got if you are substituting these values to the calculator? Anyone? Finished? ಮುಗಿತೇನ್ರೋ? What you got after substituting this?
9.066.
9.066. That will be the final solution, right? After
Yes, sir.
multiplying to 1 by 9. Very good. So that will be the last one. After multiplying with 1 by 9 into this bracket, you will get as 9.066. Then if you taken square root for that, you will get as 3.011. Then substitute these to the equation 1. So equation 1 becomes t is equal to x bar will be 67.8 minus mu is 66 divided by s value is 3.011 into square root of 10. So you will get the value as 1.89. But in the question what they given 1.89, but in the question they given t suffix 0.5 0.05 that should be equal to 2.262. Therefore we can say 1.89 less than 2.262. So it thus the hypothesis is accepted. Thus the hypothesis is accepted at 5% level of significance. Finished?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Let us